Assalamu alaikum. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. This is virtual class of Pakistan International School Taif. I am Ms. Bushra Tanveer. This is Pakistan Studies class for grade 8. This is our 13th video of this class. In this video, we shall study chapter number 1 from Pakistan Studies book. Dear students, after today's lesson, you will be able to understand the text given in chapter 1. You will also be able to do the short question answer from this chapter. Dear students, now we shall continue our chapter 1, Ideological Basis of Pakistan. Today we shall start page number 4. Basis of the ideology of Pakistan. The Muslims of the subcontinent got a separate homeland so that they might give practical shape to the final and absolute authority of Almighty Allah. The people might implement the absolute power of Almighty Allah, and such a system might be practiced as was based upon the principles of Holy Quran and the teachings of Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Islam is not merely the set of ritual and worships, but it is a complete code of life. It has the ability to fulfill all the demands of human life. Dear students, now the explanation of this page. The Muslim of the subcontinent acquired separate state to give practical shape to the absolute sovereignty of Allah Almighty, so that an Islamic system is established which is based on the teaching of the Holy Quran and the saying of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Islam is not merely a collection of rituals, but it is a complete code of life that is capable of meeting all the needs of human life. It has all the guidelines to achieve all the objectives of economy, morality, and politics. Islamic system is applicable in every period to meet the modern needs. The component of Islamic system are complete code of life. Dear students, now the next passage is the ideology of Pakistan is based on Islamic ideology. Islamic values such as beliefs of worship, justice, promotion of democracy, fraternity, and duties of the citizens are the basis of ideology of Pakistan. The detail of these values is given. First one, beliefs and prayers. The Muslims of the subcontinent put up the demands for Pakistan because they wanted to lead their lives in accordance with their beliefs. They also wanted to worship Almighty Allah without any abstraction. Belief of Islam includes belief in the oneness of God, Tawheed, the finality of the prophethood of Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, life hereafter, angels, and books revealed by Almighty Allah. This set of above mentioned beliefs is called Iman. Dear students, belief in the oneness of Allah. To believe in the oneness of Allah and the finality of the prophethood of Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is the first pillar of Islam. Oneness of God, Tawheed, means that Allah is the creator and master of the entire universe. No one is his partner and nothing is beyond his knowledge. Allah said in the Quran, Inna Allaha ala kulli shayin qadir. It means Allah has power over all things. Nothing is beyond his power. Man is the deputy of Allah Almighty. Therefore, it is obligatory for Muslims to obey the commands of Almighty Allah It is evident from the belief of the absolute authority of Allah. The man, being his deputy, has the authority to the extent of the power given to him by Allah, but the real power lies with Allah Almighty. Dear students, now the next belief, faith in the prophethood means to believe that Allah sent messengers for the guidance of mankind. It is compulsory for a Muslim to have a staunch belief in prophethood without having any kind of doubt. This belief demands that the Holy Quran and the noble life of the Holy Prophet must be acknowledged as the source of guidance. Dear students, as a Muslim, we also believe that the Holy Prophet ﷺ is the last prophet of Allah, and no prophet will come after the Holy Prophet ﷺ. It means that the Holy Prophet ﷺ was Khatamun Nabiyyin and the seal of prophet. Seal means to be stamped or closed. It means the series of the prophets will be end on the Holy Prophet ﷺ. So it means that the Holy Prophet ﷺ is the last prophet of Allah, and as a Muslim it is our duty that we believe in the prophethood of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. Dear students, now the next belief of Islam, the second pillar of Islam is namaz. It is obligatory to offer prayers at fixed hours. In fact, to be steadfast in prayers is similar to be steadfast in religion, and it is demonstrated every day. Such a system of submission to Almighty Allah should be maintained all over the society. The third pillar of Islam is to keep fast. Like all other prayers, it is the best manifestation of obligation. Dear students, as a Muslim, as you know that the namaz is the second pillar of Islam, and it is obligatory to offer prayer 5 times a day. So the first accountability on the day of judgment will be about Salah. And the third pillar of Islam is to keep fast, and it is the best manifestation of obligation. And keeping fast is also the source of piety, and this is also the physical exercise of our body. Dear students, now the next passage is the fourth pillar of Islam is zakat. It is monetary prayer. It is the means of strengthening the economic system of Islam. With the system of zakat, wealth circulates instead of accumulating in a few hands. Thus it reaches to the poor class of the society. Hajj is the fifth pillar of Islam. It is an obligation for those who are financially able to perform it. On the occasion of Hajj, the call of Labbaik Allahumma Labbaik, here I am at your service, O Lord, present the unprecedented model of unity and brotherhood. The students, the fourth pillar of Islam is zakah, and it is the monetary prayer. Zakah is the system of wealth is circulate from the rich to the poor person. So the great importance is given to jihad in Islam also, worship of no one except Allah Almighty, and spending of day and night to acquire the favor of that great one in Islam, and always keep oneself ready to sacrifice one's life and property in jihad. Both jihad bin nafs and jihad bil mal are advised in our religion Islam. And also the fifth pillar of Islam is Hajj. It is obligatory only for those who are financially able to perform it. And also after these 5 pillars, jihad is also has a great importance in our religion Islam. Dear students, now the second base of ideology of Pakistan, justice and equality. While establishing a just society, the Muslims put an emphasis on justice. It is determined in Islamic belief that all human beings are to be given equal status without any discrimination of caste, color, creed, language, and culture. The establishment of equal law and same judiciary system for all living in the state is intended. Independent judiciary and supremacy of law are the basic conditions for the establishment of equality and justice. Islamic system has laid stress on the elevation of justice. Dear students, as you know that equality and justice in our religion Islam teaches peace, equality and fraternity. Equity is the soul of society based on justice. The Muslims of subcontinent desires to establish the true Islamic social order to ensure justice, equality and social welfare, and also the rule of law are the basis of it. Islamic emphasis is on the supremacy of law, and also it is necessary to make Pakistan a model for the modern world so that the other nations of the world may follow it. And also the equality or the justice, as it described or has a great importance in our religion Islam. In his last sermon or Khutbatul Hijjatul Wida, the Holy Prophet ﷺ explained this fact in the following words: O people, all of you have one God, and all mankind is the offspring of Adam. An Arab has no superiority over a non-Arab, and non-Arab has any superiority over an Arab. Also a white has no superiority over black, nor a black has any superiority over white. Students, now the third basic ideology of Pakistan, promotion of democracy. Consultation and deliberation are the basis of Islamic state and society. Democracy is promoted in an Islamic state and rights of people are protected. Every citizen enjoys equal status. People lead their lives observing and respecting the law of land. Laws provide security to the people. All are equal in the eyes of law. No discrimination is allowed on the basis of caste, color, creed or language. The system of government is run for the welfare of the people. The students, and also the democracy, promotion of democracy is the basic of the ideology of Pakistan. Counseling is the base of Islamic state and society. It promotes democracy in an Islamic state. The state ensures equality and equity for all the citizens, irrespective of their caste, color, language, and race. The government performs all duties for the welfare of all the people. It follows the command of Allah Almighty and is accountable to both Allah Almighty and the public in the performance of obligation. the opinion of each citizen is respected and given due importance. The citizen has full liberty to criticize the working of the government. And also, while addressing at Sydney on 14th of February, Quaid-e-Azam described the purpose of achievement of Pakistan in the following words: "Let's lay the foundation of our democracy on the basis of the truly Islamic principles. Our Almighty Allah has taught us that our decision in the affairs of the state shall be guided by the discussions and consultation." Students, now the next, fraternity and the brotherhood. Fraternity and the brotherhood has special significance in an Islamic society. When Islamic government was formed in Medina, the example of fraternity and brotherhood set there was worth seeing. Today, the Islamic society needs the same fraternity and brotherhood. Before the advent of Islam, people were not aware of this principle. They were the enemies of each other, but the Islamic state of Medina was established. The Holy Prophet advised his followers to treat the orphans, widows, and the poor kindly. He gave the people a code of life so that they might live peacefully and the atmosphere of brotherhood might flourish in the society. He constituted a system of zakat and charity. He declared the asri unlawful because there is no room for exploitation in Islam. Students, the fraternity and the brotherhood is also the great importance in our religion Islam. And Allah said in the Quran, "Innamal mu'minuna ikhwatun," means that all the Muslims are brother. Islam is a religion of peace and security and promotes equality and fraternity among the Muslims. Fraternity encourages love, sincerity, sacrifice, generosity, and affection. All Muslims are brothers. One's grief is the grief of all, and one's joy is the joy of all Muslims. Muslims fulfill needs of one another. These excellent virtues strengthen the Islamic state. Dear students, now the next basic of ideology of Pakistan is rights and duties of citizens. When Pakistan appeared on the map of the world, the significance of the rights of the citizens was acknowledged. At the same time, much emphasis was laid on the duties of the citizens. In an Islamic state, the rights and the duties are closely connected and both go hand in hand. The right of one person becomes the duty of other to fulfill. Rights and duties are correlative. When a person does his duties, he deserves to enjoy rights. Duties cover both individual as well as collective aspects of man. Mutual balance between rights and duties is the key to make an Islamic state a successful one. Students, the rights of the human being and the rights of the minorities is discussed over here. Fundamental human rights are given by Islamic state to the citizen without any discrimination. Rights are those privileges which are given to the citizens by their states so that they may live a better life in the society. Their life, wealth and honor is protected and they are helped to acquire education and health. Centuries before Islam declared those human rights which the Western world gave in the 20th century. As per rights, no distinction of rich or poor, white or black, Arab or non-Arab are made. The objective of the establishment of the Pakistan was to provide equal rights to their advancement so that they may not suffer from complex of inferiority or superiority. And also the rights of the minorities. The concept of the protection of the rights of the minorities was also a part of the demand of Pakistan. Quaid-e-Azam made it clear that the rights of the minorities would be protected fully. Islam ensured the protection of life, property, honor, religion and tradition of those minorities that live in an Islamic society. Dear students, now we shall see the short question answer in our today's lesson. The first question, what is meant by Tawheed? To believe in the oneness of Allah and the finality of prophethood of Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the first pillar of Islam. Oneness of God, Tawheed, means that Allah is the creator and the master of the entire universe. No one is his partner and nothing is beyond his knowledge. Question number 2 is, write the translation of Inna Allaha ala kulli shayin qadir. It means Allah hath power over all things. Dear students, now the next short question is, what do you mean by faith in prophethood? Answer is, faith in prophethood means to believe that Allah sent messengers for the guidance of mankind. It is compulsory for a Muslim to have a staunch belief in prophethood without having any kind of doubt. This belief demands that the Holy Quran and the noble life of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam must be acknowledged as the source of guidance. Dear students, now the next question is, what is the saying of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam about brotherhood? The answer is, fraternity teaches us to develop brotherly relations with one another so that neither rights of anyone are usurped nor the weak is oppressed by anyone. The Holy Prophet ﷺ said, each Muslim is a brother to every other Muslim. He should not commit breach of trust. He taught to refrain from maliciousness, malignance, and enviousness. Therefore, the Muslims should live united. They should help each other. Students, now the next question is, what did Quaid-e-Azam say about the security of minorities? Sense to provide security to minorities was also included in the background of the demand for Pakistan. Quaid-e-Azam said very clearly that the rights of the minorities will be fully protected in Pakistan. Islam does not allow that life, property, dignity and religious tradition of the minorities in Pakistan go unprotected. The students, I think each and everything from this lecture is clear to you, and also the short question answer which we done today. Dear students, now the homework of today's lecture, learn and write short question answers which are done today. See you in the next video. Goodbye.